Hey, YouTube, what's going on? Neeks and yours finest, hosted by Mike. What is poppin', everybody? Today was a busy day. Yesterday, I did very well. Yesterday, 3 weeks in a row, I did good at the Meadowlands. Knock on wood. Today, I didn't go to Columbus. Glad I didn't. I spoke to my boy Star Wars Mike because I thought he was actually gonna go to the Woodbridge show today. Yeah, I got these tags on me, and he told me it wasn't really nothing out there. Um, you know what I mean? So I'm kind of glad I didn't go. I was gonna go, and then from there I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to these other shows. But the Collectors Fest at in Wayne, New Jersey, excuse me. They have the early bird that starts at 9, and since Larry Hammer and Keith Williams, along with my boy Will Torres, was there, and of course, somebody I wanted to meet for a long time. To this day, I still think he was the best Michael Myers, period. And that is Tyler Maine. And I like Rob Zombie's take on. I like Rob Zombie's Halloween. It was extremely graphic. It was everything a movie should be. Because I guess I grew up. I was already a grown man when these movies came out. But when you look at movies like they're like Friday the 13th, Elm Street. Now, when I look at it, it's so watered down compared to how far horror movies came with gore. Hell, even TV series like AMC's Walking Dead. I feel like the more gore, the more guts and brains, the more stuff you see, it makes for a better movie, makes for a better thrilling kill. I like that kind of stuff. I could sit here and eat pizza and watch real autopsies on YouTube. Like, I have a very strong stomach, and I've done seen exploded dead people. I done seen people die in front of me, murdered in front of me. I done seen people get hit by trains in New York City, and I've seen the aftermath. I've seen the crushed bodies in between. I've seen all types of stuff. So it doesn't bother me. The smell along with the color, especially when it comes to bloaters or like people that's been floating or found in a tub or something. The coloration with the smell is the only thing that will make me regurgitate, because you're getting a visual with the scent of bad death and decay. Once a person's like decomposing and decaying over 2 weeks or so, it's not as bad as somebody found floating in a river or the water and they bring them out, and or a person that was found in a bathtub or in the middle of the spring or hot summer, and they've been basically decaying, or basically decaying for like a couple days to a week. The smell is more right because it's more fresher. I mean, I don't want to really make nobody, but I'm just bringing that up to basically say that I have a strong stomach. So I really loved Rob Zombie's intake on Halloween. I liked both his Halloween movies. Originally, I believe he was only looking to do one, but I guess it was so good and sought after. I don't know. I don't remember the box office, how much they made. I know some people didn't like it. I thought people that didn't like it were out their damn mind, because he actually gave a more in-depth story on Michael Myers being young and what drove him and made him become the Michael Myers we knew, versus the original Michael Myers. And plus, I think Halloween is one of those franchises where they had about 5 to 6 or so different Michael Myers characters played. I mean, that's the one thing that drew Elm Street, aka Nightmare on Elm Street, apart, or Freddy Krueger, was the fact that Robert Englund played the character all the way up until all the way up until the last one they did, when they renewed it, and the guy who played I think he played Rorschach or something like that from Watchmen. I really didn't like his intake on. Robert Englund just has that face and the whole attitude. Everything about Robert Englund's Freddy Krueger is just classic. It's just like RoboCop. When they rebooted RoboCop, some movies just should be left alone. You know what I mean? Some movies should stay exactly what they were. And I thought Nightmare on Elm Street was one of those movies. I understand they want to reboot some classics, but if you're gonna reboot, make it better. And I personally think Rob Zombie Rob Zombie's interpretation of Halloween was bananas, and then they turned around and made I think another two or three Halloweens after that, and I didn't like them. I didn't like the one with Jamie Lee Curtis, and I believe a newer one that came out too. I've heard people say it was whack. I didn't watch it, but again, and just the fact that the height stature of Tyler Mane is just ridiculous. I mean, the guy's like what 6'8", 6'9", or something, so between 6'8" and 6'10". He's a big dude. I don't think he's as. I mean, he has the height. I don't think he was as muscular as I think one or two of the other Michael Myers. But he had the height, the stare, just that nothingness. Especially you could see the eyes and the depth of the eyes and everything under the William Shatner faceless mask, because they actually made Michael Myers' mask out of William Shatner. Like William Shatner's face from Star Trek way back in the day. They actually used a mask of William Shatner, and they just added crazy hair and took the brows and stuff off, and that was the face that they used. If you look into it, I mean, I know a lot about Michael Myers and stuff like that. So those are the reasons why I wanted to go to the show. So I left. I got there probably about 8:20, 8:15ish. Or something like that, and I was the fourth person in line. There was two gentlemen that was there together. Then another guy, a little nerdy dude, older guy. He kind of reminded me of like Woody Allen meets Rick Moranis. Very, very polite, very cool guy. And I was having conversations with these guys. We actually helped keep ourselves warm because we were outside waiting to get in, and they all had tickets. Well, they paid for their tickets in advance, but when I read the thing on Collector Fest, it said that you're only paying $2 extra if you didn't have. So when the guy came out, he actually scanned their items and gave them this red and I was the fourth person, so he actually let me physically pay and gave me one, so I was the fourth person in line, and then the fifth and so on. And I would say the last 20 minutes of waiting outside, that's when the line got crazy. So we were definitely there early. I could have picked probably 60, 70 parking spots, because the only people that were there were probably these guys and a couple of other people that were there for like the little basketball tournament and a PAL and whatever. And then the parking lot slowly and surely got very, very crowded. So I did accomplish what I went there for, which is very, very highly irregular when you go to a lot of shows and there are certain people there. There are a couple of wrestlers, other individuals, like the lady from Farscape. I don't know who she is, but if I was going to buy something from her just because she was talkative and very, very polite, along with some other artists. But I have since stopped doing that because over the years, I did get some artwork and other things from people just to be polite, because I see them looking at me while I'm having a conversation with other people, and then I'll buy something from the people I came for and with. And I know time is money, and I don't have any obligation, but I personally feel a certain way. So most of the time I'll say hi, they'll reach out to shake your hand, and then I'm like, okay, so I kind of sucking myself into at least buying a photo op with them. And then I was like, oh, you want to take a picture? You can take it. Don't worry about the extra money. And I'm like, oh. So I really try to. I had some decent conversations with some people, but I did accomplish what I wanted, and I wound up spending a lot more money than I thought. So anyway, let me show you guys what I did get from Collectors Fest, and then I'm gonna show you guys what I got from what's the other one? The Woodbridge Toy Show today. So Woodbridge, I did get there around 2:20. I would say 2:15, 2:20. And when I was actually on Garden State, I was looking at my exit, and I'm like, I should just go home. I'm glad I didn't. I am very proud of myself, because I could have spent a lot more money, and I could have gotten some other stuff I wanted, and I got some good deals on it. But I was like, you know what? I was really holding back anyway, because my plan was just to deal with the people I was there to deal with, and then go to Woodbridge anyway. That was my plan. Then my other plan was to go to Woodbridge first, then go to Wayne. Since Wayne is closer to my house, I would start off the opposite. But I didn't, because I really wanted that art print, and I figured the earlier I get there, I get a lower number. And then after a lot of people gained admittance, they had so much stuff left over that they start selling off some prints too. So this is the stuff I actually got from the Collector Fest. Now Rudy Nebres is a Filipino artist, and this is the stuff I got. I'm going to go into this. I'm going to show you guys this, and since I'm here, I might as well show you guys this bag. Oh, let me take this out. I did take my G.I. Joe book with me today just to make sure. I was like, you know what? I'm there for G.I. Joe stuff. So I'm going to talk about that as well. And then this bag right here, this white plastic bag, is the stuff that I actually got in Woodbridge. And again, it was like a hit or miss of going. And I was going to be suckered in. I was, getting suckered into buying a couple of some other graded books and whatnot. But I decided not to. So yeah. So I might as well start with this. This is one of the reasons I actually like this. I always like Hulk versing people, and so I decided to go, because I was like, this is what they were giving away free at the door, and it's ironic because they are numbered. They're numbered at 225, and I have number 4 of 225, which means probably somewhere between the first 5 or 6 people got this. Actually, no. I just realized because the 3 people that was in front of me. So Mike and the other 2 guys that were friends took this one as well, and then I also took it. So that's why I got number 4 out of 225. So basically, there's 221 other ones of these, and I have number 4, a low number. And then this one was like, as I was almost about to leave, I grabbed this one too. That he also did, and this is also a limited print of 225. I have number 121 out of 225, and it is actually autographed by him, and I actually have photos. So that's pretty cool. So I accomplished that because I was like, what, I want to go get one of those print, and but this one here with him versus Swamp Thing. Is that Swamp Thing or? Yeah. This one I actually paid for. So this one was $10. They were not giving nothing away for free. I said, "Oh, can you have one of these other ones?" It's like, "Oh no, they're $10." I was like, "Damn," but it's all good though, because the guy gave me a $5 bill back, and ironically, Rudy Nebres, I always pronounce his name wrong. Let me look. I know who he is. I'm just real pathetic. So real quick, Vic Magnolia was there. Of course, Tyler Main. I went for him, and that was phenomenal. Rudy Nebres or Nebres. I'm always bad with these names with pronunciation. Filipino guy. I'll probably see him again. And Gigi Edgley. She's actually pretty. I didn't even know. I don't know if she's English. Oh, she's Australian. I thought I was gonna say I don't know if she was English or Australian, because she had a heavy European accent. Very, very sweet lady. Real attractive too. Pretty. And was she from Farscape or was it somewhere else? I'm looking right now. Give me a sec. Yeah, it is Farscape. And she had on like this nice little sweater, and let's just say, I ain't trying to be rude or disrespectful here, but I am a heterosexual man, and somebody definitely have a flat tire. Definitely have a flat tire. But yeah, she had on. I mean, she definitely did. She definitely didn't wear a bra, and I was very happy. And she was talking to me. She was complimenting me on my tennis shoe colored, like a light green, obviously light green foam posits. And she was like, "Oh, cool colors." Anyway, that's how the conversation struck. And she did have a photo I would have got. She had on like a bikini in a way, like it was like a real nice pose. But she said she only had that one, and I was like, oh. And that would have been the one I would have just got signed by her, because like a lot of these people, like, they wanted, like, basic stuff was like $40 to $60, and that was just for a photo. And then just for an autograph, and some of that stuff wasn't even with a picture. You know what I mean? Like, some people were on some Comic-Con like thing, and it's ironic because Rudy Nebres and I finally said his name right, and Larry Hama, they were the cheapest guys here. They're charging like $5. Everybody else wanted like $60-$70. Even Tyler Mane, but he played my favorite Michael Myers. I loved the original Halloween series with Jamie Lee Curtis, the first two. I wasn't fond of anything past 2, really. Then I did like H2O. I think the main reason why I like H2O, because in the basement of the hospital, as Michael Myers is doing that one arm reverse pull up, as he's already in a pull up position, he's coming down. Like that scene just goes to show just how barbarically strong this guy was. I just loved that movie mainly for that scene. Was it H2O or? Yeah, it was, because that was the hospital scene when he was in the basement of the hospital. Yeah, anyway, whatever. So, I accomplished everything. So, speaking of that, let's get to the nitty gritty. And again, Larry Hama stuff was extremely cheap. Like, almost like he was giving, like, it was crazy. Like, he only wanted $15. I had a 20, and he said, "Oh, I don't have." I said, "Dude, keep the $5." And he was like so happy. I felt so ashamed of myself. Like, he was so happy. Like, really? Come back later, I give you a discount. I said, "No discount, man. Don't worry about that." Like, I'm like, yo, this dude. Me and a couple people were talking about that later on. I'm like, this guy was charging so low for his stuff. I was like, I was ashamed. I feel like I was taking advantage of the guy, man. Like he don't, like, I paid $15 for everything, including the fact that he did a photo. Now, this is mine. This is like, I got this in an auction probably about a year, 2 years ago. And this is like a special edition 25th anniversary G.I. Joe figure. And this particular G.I. Joe figure is a Cobra, was actually a, fuck is his name? Crimson God. But they call it the Elite Trooper. And it's missing the artwork on the side. And they had a lot of G.I. Joe stuff this day. And I was just like, this is before I got into the G.I. Joe stuff. Got back into my G.I. Joe stuff. Now, if I did, I would have got everything that day. Nobody wouldn't have got shit. Because people know when I bid on stuff, some people tell other people, don't even waste your time if you're looking to sell. Because if you're looking to resell it, this guy's going to keep bidding you up because he's a collector. And everybody know me for that. So I always get people, not to say I'm special, but I always get a lot of people come up to me like, yo, listen, are you bidding on this? Or are you bidding on that? And I want that. Is that all right with you? Because they know I would bid up shit. Not to be spiteful, but if I wanted it, I was getting it. And most of the time when I was there, when it came to G.I. Joe video games and certain other collectibles, there was a couple of the auctioneers always looked at me and concentrated on me when I would always nod, or they knew what I wanted. You know what I mean? So anyway, this is a piece I picked up, and as you can see here, it says to Mike, Larry Hama. And it's funny because he actually said, "Oh well, it's the signatures are free if it's named to you." And I'm like, that's fine, because that's smart. Because I guess if he figured he just wrote his name, he'll charge you for it, because I guess he figured that you were gonna resell it. And a lot of famous people, period, do not like doing autographs for people because they don't like seeing their name, seeing a John Hancock on anything that you're gonna resell or profit on. Some people don't like that. Like Tobey Maguire, this guy don't sign shit for nobody. Not that he's a douchebag, he just don't like the fact that you're gonna make money off of his name. Some people are like that, so that's why some people do personalize it. And Larry Hama, Hama definitely is like that. I mean, I'm not gonna say he's like that, but he did say, well, if it's personalized to you, I'll do the signatures for free. But if it's not, I'm charging. I said, yeah, well, whatever's easier for you. I know you got a lot of signatures. Don't worry about it. So he did that. And I brought this comic book was actually in this Casey thing here. So I'll probably go get that authenticated. anyway. Not that I really need to, because I already know who this stuff is. But this is a book that I brought with me. It's the only book I could think of that I had that I thought was kind of worth him signing on it, just because it was the first series, first issue. Which I got this thrifting when I got all those comic books about almost about a month ago now, or just about a month. If I can get all these books out. So everything was like $15. So we have the G.I. Joe Special Missions #1, and at the bottom is signed by him. And then I also had this one, which is the first, I think it's the first appearance of Dr. Mindbender. Not the best book, but it's the only thing I had close that was a key issue. So I got that also signed by him as well. G.I. Joe number 44, I believe. With Lady J basically almost shooting at a truck that's basically being driven by a Cobra Bat. It's not a good look. And then these two books. Some people did have some bright ideas. Some guy had a Cobra Commander helmet that he had signed. I mean, there's a good chance I'll see him in another show, and I'll probably be better equipped with stuff, because I am getting back into G.I. Joe stuff. So here you have, this is just really cool, and these books basically free. You know what I mean? So again, I got those two G.I. Joe comics, the figure, and not only both of these books, but both of the books with his signature and a photo op as well. Actually, this one, yeah. So you got that one here, and I think this one was also signed. Yeah, my hand is covering it. So I have these also signed by him. So I'm gonna send these out to be CGC actually. So yeah, buddies. And these are books he had. So his stuff was only $15. And then I was gonna tell him to keep the $5 anyway. And before I got a chance to finish, he said, "Oh, I don't think I have any change." I said, "Are you serious?" And he's like, "Oh no, I'm sorry." And I said, "No. Like, why would I want change back, man?" I'm like, "Yo, dude, you're a legend. I wouldn't want change back. Like, I feel like it's not enough." And he's like, "Oh, don't worry." Like, some of these people are very, very modest, very, very down to earth and nice. And I just felt real bad. Like, some of the other people were, I ain't gonna say overcharging, because again, I am used to paying, Comic-Con prices for stuff. Because I remember when Stan Lee used to do things for freaking, I remember when some of his stuff he would sign for free. You know what I mean? Like, some shows you go to outside of Comic-Con, Stan Lee would, like, if he ain't having a lot of people, or if he thought you was cool, he would actually used to sign shit for free. I had so much stuff years ago, but my younger brother, he had issues. Let's put it that way. He had issues, and some of my stuff wound up being pawned and missing. So yeah, and at the time, a lot of my stuff was, as it is, still stored at my mother's house. So, and he had a habit, and he was at Sticky Fingers as well. So the rest should be self-explanatory. All right, so we got that stuff. That was all Larry Hama. Then this one dude had these, and he put these aside for me, cause I gotten these before, and I think I paid like $5 each on them. Back when Walmart had these, like, a little over 2 years ago, and I don't remember getting these again. These are so basic, and these are the Walmart. This is when Walmart first started doing. They started with the Transformers. Now they got all types of different retro lines that they specifically or exclusively, so to speak, carry. So here you got Tracks. Is it Tracks? Gears. Tracks. So you got Gears and Bumblebee, and pretty cool. So I paid. He wanted $20 a pop, and he's like, "You know what? Don't worry about it. I'll do 15 for both. Take them both. I'll do 15. I want to get rid of these damn things. Good cards too." So that was 15. So no, 30. 15 each. So $30 for the both of them instead of 40. So you figure 40 and 20, because I gave it 20. That's $60. money went elsewhere too. I just can't remember where. But we'll see. You know what? I should write this down. This way, I kind of keep score of what the hell I did. So we're at 20 on Larry, 30. So that'll be 50, not 60. I can't count now neither. On Transformers. All right. Now Tyler's was he did. I think he was like supposed to be 60, and he gave me back a 10. So it might not being $50. Cause we had a good conversation, and he told me his favorite kill was the kill that terrified Mikey and Michelle. I don't think Isaiah was born at that time when the first Rob Zombie Halloween came out. I think that was 07 or 08. I don't remember, but I took him to see that movie, and I ain't gonna front, like the way he killed that nurse. Like especially when she's like just coming out the room with all that blood in her mouth, and as a nurse, I mean, she's traumatized and already stabbed with blood leaking, and she's offering Lori, she's trying to offer her some pain pills because she was complaining about being in pain, so she still comes out with blood coming out her mouth, trying to give the girl the pills. Like, that's crazy. As she's already attacked, and then he just comes out of nowhere and just hacks her, and you see the way the blood is like the sound effects, the way he's the breathing, the labor that he's putting in, and the way you hear her scream, and just the way this knife is hitting the flesh, and the way when he's coming up, the violence of his whole action is just bananas, and the way the blood is like just seeping off the blade, like, though, that scene is just bananas. And he actually said that was his favorite scene. That was his favorite kill scene, and of course I had to get a picture. And this is the one I got from him, from Tyler Maine. Really, really tall guy, man. Really, really cool. So that's pretty badass. And I got a picture, so I'm gonna show you guys those pictures after I show the video. I mean, after I do this stuff, before I get into the stuff I picked up from Woodbridge. Now this was the expensive piece. Oh yeah, let me write that down. So Tyler picture, right? Tyler picture was actually was 60. I think if he went everything, so I had been 80 or 70. He did 60. Yeah, 60. Tyler pick. All right, now this one here. Well, I'm not. Keith Williams. Obviously, you guys, a lot of comic book people out there know who he is. There was another piece he was going to do for me, but I really wanted to go, and if I would have stayed another hour, I probably would have missed out on a lot of stuff, or I probably wouldn't have went to Woodbridge. Because I was there, and I waited around an extra hour and a half, but the man had to eat, he had phone calls, and, some people wanted some real meticulous artwork, and these people were paying over $100 and something per, for certain things. Because some people were doing headshots, whatever. So this thing here, he did me a favor. The other piece he wanted, it was supposed to have been 160, and he went down to 140 for me. And because I waited, he actually loaded another 20, which would have made it 120. And it was like Batman, and he was gonna do like Batman running with Damian Wayne, aka Damian's version of Robin, in the background, because he already started doing the work. So he's gonna do everything, ink it in, and then erase the sketching. So I was like, you know what? This sketch work is alright. I liked it. It is raw. It's his, and it's pretty cool. It's unique, unfinished, and sometimes it's not bad. Sometimes simple things are better, right? And I am a Batman fan. It is Batman number 50, and I'm gonna show you guys this piece in a minute. And yeah, so this is it, and it is sketched. It's still penciled with his signature on it. So I thought that was pretty cool. And I got his contact number and information, so I'm going to save that, and I'll probably be buying some more stuff from him as well. When it comes to meeting comic book artists, unless it's like a number one or very expensive book, I would like to prefer a blank cover and have something personally on it. This is something that he was working on anyway, and I was like, you know what? I wanted to take something from him because we were talking a lot, and I wanted to help. I don't ain't like he need my help. The man got money, but that's just me. And that's pretty cool. So we're gonna go with 60 there because he said he'll do it for 60 for me. 60 for KW comic. I'm gonna start writing stuff down, keep it in my book, because next year I'm gonna start filing taxes on all this stuff. So yeah, again, that's another piece I got by him. So it is a commissioned piece. I'll probably call CGC tomorrow and talk to him a little bit. And I was wrong. I didn't think he did this. I didn't see it, but he actually did give it to me. So my apologies to him for that. But he gave me another sticker to put on this. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. So this is from Will Torres, really cool guy, and he had another piece of art that I wanted, and he gave me a price on it. He says it's worth a lot more than that, but he gave me a price on it, so he wound up giving me this for the same price. And he did it for $50. And this is Spider Hulk, and it is Hulk #1, a variant, and his is actually inked really, really nice with his sticker and the there. I would have been okay with him putting a sticker on the book, to be honest. I wouldn't have a problem with that. You know what I'm saying? I think that would have been the best thing to do. I don't see nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? So I'll see if I can take the sticker off and put it in this area somewhere. If I was really paying attention, I would tell him, "Oh, just put it on the sticker, because I'm gonna get it graded anyway." So yeah, that's pretty cool. So I gotta put Will T 50 comic. This way I can calculate and know how much I spent. Will T comic, and try to break everything down later. I'll worry about the door coverage. So this is gonna be a long video. Obviously, you guys probably know that already. Well, you already know me, so here. Stuff here, so let me take it out and see if I can remember where I got what from. Oh, actually, yeah, I do remember this. I don't think I remember the price though, but they did give me a card. Star Wars, Tony and Steve. So I guess the wife is Tony, owners. So I got the cell phone number and I guess business number. But I'll just do that this I don't want nobody to really see the number. So they gave me the card twice. I'm just trying to remember what I paid for what. I got this from the wife. I didn't know that they had the same booth because she was on another side. But her Star Wars was kind of pricey, and this girl knew her stuff. Because they had some weapons and all too. I probably should have got the weapons, but just trying. I can't remember what I paid for these. Did I get something else from her Star Wars related, or just these? And then I got this other stuff from her husband. I can't remember, but I'm guessing that's what it was. Thought it'd been something else, but whatever. I'm going to take a second guess. And I'm going to take a guess and say I probably paid. I don't remember. Probably 50. I would say 60, but it probably was what she wanted, and I think I wound up paying $50 for these two. Obi-Wan Kenobi, Star Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi, no lightsaber, but he has a perfect cape, and it is vinyl, so that's impressive all by itself. Really good condition. And the Bosch undercover Leia, she doesn't have that little bomb thing in her staff, but she has the helmet. So both of these was $50. Vintage two Star Wars. $50. Star Wars figs. Alright. And then this I got from my husband. These guys here. I needed them. I may or may not have some weapons for them, but it is extremely hard to find. It's funny because like in the 90s, even up to the late 90s and 2000s, some of these G.I. Joe lines were like considered a joke. Like the what was the ones? The Eco Warriors, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat figures were not really wanted. There are some figures in some lines, and now it's like some of these figures are very hard to find now. And when I do see them, some people want like up to like $50 for a loose figure for some of these guys. And the fact that and he kept thanking me, gratefully thanking me for giving his wife the $50 for the 2 Star Wars figures, and I thought that was pretty good. I don't know what Obi-Wan Kenobi goes for, or the Bosch, but they're in such good condition, the Princess Leia. And I was like, dude, I mean, whatever. I think they were like 30 or 35 each, but she did both of them for 50. I'm gonna say it was probably 60, but I think it was 50. I can't remember. And now his stuff, I think I paid 15 a figure. There's 2 figures here I paid a little bit more for. I know that. So I'm gonna show you guys in a minute. Let me just lift it up and show you guys what I got here and just individually pick them up. Now, I know Gaio, he wanted 40. So I paid 40 for Gaio because Gaio is complete. Sonic Boom, fully complete Gaio. And all his figures are in great condition, so that's a plus. So he was 40. I know that for a fact because he wanted, I think, 60 for Gaio, and he knocked off 20 for me because I was buying more stuff. Now here you have Vega. Did I pick up the wrong figure? Oh shit. I think somehow we screwed up something. I think we did, because there's another figure that I think we did. I'll probably have to call him and remind him. I think we did. I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. There was something else that we made a mistake on, because there was more than, I don't know, whatever. But these were 15 each. You have Sagat. Some people say Sagat, Sagat, whatever you want to call them, and Vega. These were 15 each. So 40 for Gaio and 30. That's $70. He wanted $40 just for Grand Slam, and I did need version 1, which is 82. Even by himself, he's worth like $40 to $60 because he's like 70 to 80 and more in great condition complete. So I take advantage when I see stuff for a good deal. I take advantage of it, especially knowing that 82, 83 stuff, getting them in this condition, and like this is not an easy task. Of course, he was ugly as hell. He got like some kind of mental issue. But so 40 and 30 is 70, and he gave me him for 25. He wouldn't do better than that. So what did I just say again? So that's 85. We're at 85 so far. Now Shang Tsung, he did 20. He said he can do better than that. He said it's a very hard to find figure. So this was 20. So that's 105 already for Mortal Kombat Shang Tsung. So 105. Then everybody else here, he did $10 a pop for me. So you got these. You got Major Blood. I think we made a mistake on this. I think because he did give me this, and I think this goes to somebody else. And somehow something got messed up. So I gotta look through my book and see, because I wouldn't know. Hopefully. Lamprey. And this guy I didn't have. I probably either had or didn't. I know the Frag Viper, I do have one, but I like the Army build. And I think I have a version 2 Lamprey too. But again, these are Army builders, so that's why I got them. They were $10 a pop. So this would be 10, 40. So that's $145. $144 is what I gave him for the G.I. Joe. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 G.I. Joes. 145 times 9 G.I. Joe figs. Okay. I'm trying to think, is that all? Is that everything I got? Because if I'm not mistaken, I think this bag I did get from. I just want to make sure, so give me a second, y'all. Because I was exhausted all day. I was like almost on cloud 9 all day. Like, you know, like I really wasn't there. Like my diabetes was really acting up today. So yeah, I believe all this other stuff did come from other people. Okay, so this was from the other show. So this is everything I did get from there. So let me show you guys. I need to learn how to edit and do this stuff properly. But I like doing I like keeping my stuff the way it is. You know, it's unique. Unique and lazy. Okay, so here you have the man himself, Larry. Oh, it will make sense to keep it up this way, right? You got Larry Hammer. I know it's kind of hard to see because of the glare and whatnot. But you have him here. There's another photo with his name on it, but it's gonna be kind of hard to see. Sorry about that. I took a couple of photos as he was signing the stuff. There's a closer picture of him, like signing or putting them to the side. I'm sorry you guys can't see that. And here's a picture. Here's a photo op of us, and he did a photo op for free. I don't know if you guys can see that. There's a video. I don't need to show 2 videos. And here is Will Torres. Real nice guy, bro. With that commissioned Hulk. Sorry if you guys can't see it. Maybe you guys can pause it. And I'm trying to get a decent lighting of it, man. But there you go. I think the camera's trying to adjust. And here's the man. Oh, this guy's really tall. Me and Tyler Maine. Yeah, it's not that great. Here's another picture of him. Action pose. You got a strong hand, though, I'll tell you that. Even joking, I felt it. Like, well, it was funny. You guys can't really see it, but he's choking me. And then the man himself, Rudy Breeze, whatever. He's actually autographing the 2 posters, the free one and the one I paid $10 to get in. So basically, with him, I need to put that down. So it's like $10 for him. But let me just show you guys it real quick. There was another photo here because the dude took 2 photos, one with him looking up. I just don't know where the hell it's at right now, but I can't find it in here. Oh yeah, I almost forgot my man here. So you got my man Keith Williams. with the commissioned Batman there. Another photo. Real nice guy. And that's it. So let me write down this real quick. $10. Rudy B. Art print. Even though it's two, I'll just put art print. And then that other poster was 5. Art print. Door coverage was 14. Door charge. There we go. So let's get the total here. 145, 155, 160, 174, 274. $394 and 50. Still 444. So total is 444 plus the food I ate, but I'm not going to count that. So we got the total of 444 there. This kind of makes me remember where, how much I spent and where the hell my money went. So far today at Collectors Fest, I spent, I'm gonna go ahead and say $460, because at the end of the day, I did eat inside there and it wasn't cheap. So I'm gonna say $460 altogether. So just doing a recap. $20 with Larry Hammer, which was extremely cheap. $30 for what again? Oh yeah, for those two Transformers. And then $60 for a photo op with the picture by from Tyler Maine. $60 for the for Kevin Williams's art, like commission comic art cover. $50 for Will Torres's comic as well. $50 for 2 Star Wars figures from the wife of the guy that I actually paid the $145 for the 9 G.I. Joe figures. $10 for the 2 art prints. He only charged $5 a signature from Rudy Nebres, and then $5 for the art print that he signed. They wanted 10, but the guy gave me a $5 bill back, so it just went to him. And then $14 for the door cover charge, which actually included one of the prints that Rudy Nebres signed. So again, from the guy that I paid the $145 from, Frag Viper, good condition. I forgot his name, but good condition. I think this is a mistake. This and this. So I gotta call him and figure out. I would know just by looking at this. So I think somehow this is a mistake. So next time I see him or run into him, I'll just call him and we can switch up something. Version 2 Lamprey. I think I have him. I may or may not. No, I don't. And I think he actually. Now I think he comes with that backpack. Mortal Kombat Shang Tsung. 82 Grand Slam. Street Fighter Sagat, and I have the vehicle for him. I think they made two Sagats. I think they made one that came with a vehicle and then another one. I can't remember. And then you got Vega. He also had Ken Masters, but I had Ken Masters. I need Ryu, and of course Gaio with all his glory. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this to the side. And then we're gonna almost forgot Major Blood. Well, anyway, I'm still gonna look these up in the side. And of course, from his wife, the Return of Jedi disguise. I could be saying her name wrong. Princess Leia. And of course, Star Wars, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Use the Force, Luke. That cape is immaculate, man. And expensive. I mean, she had Yoda's cane and Yoda's snake. I think the cane she wanted like $70 for it, and the snake was $30. So that'd have been $100 for both. And she had some other blasters and stuff, and her prices were not cheap for her accessories. Her figures are a little better in price than her accessories, but her figures were like mainly $20 and up. And I don't think she had one. I think she only had one beater. Everything else was like $25 and up. And she knew her Star Wars ish. She definitely knew her shit. All right, now moving on to the stuff that I got from Woodbridge. This guy wanted $80, but since it was time for closing, and this is supposed to be a Comic-Con exclusive, I did get this because I do get some of the newer 3-inch line too, and I thought this was pretty dope. So he actually wound up giving this to you for $60. It's kind of nasty. Got some hair on it. Disgusting. Oh, not my hair, so it is disgusting. And this is pretty cool. And he said all the weapons and the stands and stuff are down here. I wouldn't open it, so I'll take it out anyway. And unpunched as well. That was the main reason why I brought them, because they were cool and they were unpunched. And he said these are oh shit, I didn't even notice that. He's right. Wow. They look very similar to the old ones. It says with swivel arm, battle grip. And he said these are like new O-rings. So these actually have the O-rings like the originals would. So that was a must. Almost on the same kind of original cards with pictures of these guys in the back. I only got it because it was Storm Shadow and Snake Eyes. I wouldn't go crazy getting a whole bunch of other exclusives, but I think he said these were the Hasbro Pulse exclusives, I believe. So those are the reasons why. I was like, oh snap. I thought they were like going to be available in stores. He said, no, those are the Hasbro Pulse. And he gave it to me with the shipper. And I was like, yeah, I got to have those. Unpunched as well. So this I might actually send off to be graded. I'll probably try to get it graded with the box. That would look dope. So, yeah. They'll probably go out to be graded one day. That'll probably be a couple of $100 right there. And let me see if I can get this stuff. Actually, let me get this stuff that I got from this lady and her husband first. And I got these, and I totally forgot that I think I did sell off my Rambo figures. As soon as I got home, I was like, oh shit, I did. I think I did. I thought I kept them, but I didn't. Because I think I had them all in one bag, and I don't think I still have them. I think I sold them off to somebody. Hopefully I didn't. If I didn't, that'd be great. If I did, oh well. So let me get the stuff that I got from her and her husband. Because I didn't get much. Hold on a second, you guys. Just bear with me 1 second. I want to make sure I got this right. This, and this I got from that one guy. I think I got this from, I don't know who the hell I got this from. Shit. I know I got these from them. I think the rest of the stuff I did get from her and her husband. So this other couple, real nice. Again, there were more people that just wanted to leave. I'm pretty sure, and I heard both shows would tell me how they did great. Like, well, actually, I didn't really speak to too many vendors because I was just walking around, trying to, pass time to get my commission piece that I really wanted from Keith Williams. That's probably why he gave me that piece for a good price, because I had to get out of there. and his prices were nowhere near that. And these are legends, so artwork is, especially when it's coming from an original artist that's doing a piece of commissioned art. What do you know what I mean? So this stuff, anyway, they did tell me they had a good day. I didn't hear nobody complain that I know complain about the Woodbridge show. And normally people would tell you if they didn't do that good. And everybody was like, I did pretty good. It was surprisingly good. And it's ironic considering that there were two toy shows in New Jersey on the same day. And a lot of people do complain about Woodbridge. It's a small room, and a lot of people don't really like it too much. So a lot of people do wait for the Wayne one because it's a bigger place, which is ironic because it was extremely small. They had, the way they set up these people tables, it was very, very hard to walk around, especially with the social distancing thing. And they had masks required on the door, which is ironic considering that they had a lot of people in there, and they had tables literally not even 3.5, 4 feet from each other. So like the walkway was very, 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 very tight. It was so tight that it was overwhelming a lot of the vendors, as well as of course the artists and the actors. But anyway, this stuff here, I think I paid they gave me everything for $160. Yeah, they did everything $160. I'm gonna go into these details here. All right, so here, let me go with the bag stuff first. It'll be a lot easier. So here they have this Ewok. This is Chief Chupa. Yeah, I did get it from her. 10 on him. Rambo Force of Freedom by Coleco. You have Cat. Was that 20? So 20 and 10 is 30. Sneak peek they have for 20. He has his gun. He's got his scope and that other thing. I think that little black thing. I need that to complete my sneak peek. So that's why I basically bought it just for that little black remote thing. So he was 20. So that's 50 so far. And I asked them if they had any masks, and the guy was like, "No," but the wife was very consistent. Like, "Yeah, we did." This is $25 for the bag of 4 of them. I think I do have all 4 of these guys anyway, but it doesn't matter. I can individually bag them and still sell them at $10 each. So these were 20 for these 4. So 20 and 50 is 70. And then you got another Force of Freedom guy. You have here White Dragon at $20 complete. So that's 90. Then you got Mad Dog Savage the Enemy. Whip from a weapons pack. Okay, but he still had $20 on him. So that's 110, right? And you got the Black Ninja Savage Enemy, $20 as well. I already lost count. All right, let's do this again. 20, 20, and 20 is 60. 60 and 20 is 80. 80 and 20 is 100. 120. 130. So we're at $130 just for those, and I still have these items. So 130 right there. And of course, another $20 figure. You have Nomad with weapons. $20 also. 150. And you got the Black Brother, Turbo Haynes, $20. So 130, 150, 170. $10 on this G.I. Joe 1990 Sky Patrol Airborne. I don't know if I have him or not. I don't remember ever seeing this colorway. He was at $10 only though. All right, so I'm already over 150 already, and way over that. And then this GoBot was really, really cool. They had $20 on it. I think his name is Stacks. $20 for this. Really, really nice, heavy, and it's an old truck. This is an old Mack truck. I remember these trucks. I'm an old man, so I do remember these trucks. So, for $20 I got that. And then this was 25, no 20. He's part of the Predator King. He did have a complete Predator King with all weapons, no box. He wanted $300 for it. If it had the box, I probably would have paid. And the guy that the last time I was at Woodbridge, who I brought the 230 G.I. Joe Storm Shadows and Snake Eyes from, he sold them both to me. He gave them both to me for $300. He did have the other Snake Eyes, the camouflage suit one with the hood. He did tell me about that some months ago, and he wanted $200 for that. And I told him I'll think about it. And I was gonna buy it, but I was like, you know what? I would have brought more stuff. You know what I mean? But I spent so. I was saving money to wait to get the Woodbridge. And then when I got the Woodbridge, I just kept contemplating on what I spent at Wayne. So I'm really happy I stuck with my guns and I didn't go crazy like I normally go. So that way I have money for the week to go thrifting and I can redo everything again, weather permitted, this weekend. I don't remember having, I don't know if I have him or not. If I do, no harm, no foul. I'll just put him out to sell. I do think I am missing another Transformer to complete Predator King myself. So maybe this will be the robot I need, hopefully, but I'm never that lucky, but let's see. So all this stuff was, again, $150. So let's count it up again. So 20 for this. 20 for him, that's already 40. 10, that's 50. 70. 10, 80. 100. 120. 140. 160. 200. 220. 240. And they gave me all this for $150. They knocked off a lot just to get rid of this stuff. I am very happy. So I paid $100. No, I paid $160. Why I keep saying $140? I paid $160 for all this. Bugging out. The cover charge was cheap. It was like $3. So $160. Let's put in Woodbridge. $160. Let's just put vintage toys. So $160 there. Oh yeah, and I paid $60 for that G.I. Joe box, right? So $60 there. Times 2 box. And then this guy, I don't remember what I paid for this. Shit. I think all this was $60, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was $60. I think I have him already, but he only wanted 10 for him, and it was 10 for the Galmarian or whatever the hell guard. So that's $20. Was that it? I think that's it, right? I'm asking y'all like y'all would know. What did I get that? I don't know. I'm so out of it. I don't know. So these guys here, yeah, 20, yeah, $60. It was 60. He did Inferno for 20 because he didn't have his fist and stuff, but it is hard to find him or Hook with their heads and or with the back carriage because these are always busted and broken. The fists aren't easy to find, but still no get him in this condition like this with all the stickers and everything on him. No fist, but still no $20. I'll take that any day of the week. And then this dude, I gotta look him up and see who he is. I thought I brought the other headmaster from him, but I guess I left it. Oh yeah, I didn't like it because of the arm. I think that one he said he'd get it to me for 10 just because he wanted to get rid of it. Now, this is a headmaster also, but it's missing the head, obviously. I may already have this. I gotta go and look, but you know, this is also 20. Forgot his name, but whatever. So I paid $60 for these, 20 for the 2 Star Wars guys, and 20 each for these guys. So 60 toys. Toy lot. Alright, so let's see here. 120 and 160, 280. 280. Yeah, that's about right. 280 and 460. I don't know why I got 440. It should be 460. So 460. So we got 7. Yeah. That is definitely accurate. That's right. So $650. So I spent $650 today. Yep. $650 is what I spent today. What the hell is it? Oh, he fell. Could have been more, but I really helped my my composure. Normally I'm a compulsive buyer, but you know I'm the kind of person that when I see something I really want and I know the price is good, I just jump on it because you know you never know when the opportunity seizes again. You know, I was gonna jump the gun on some of the NECA turtle stuff. There was some NECA turtle stuff, so obviously this red band here is from Collector Fest, and then a purple one is obviously from the Woodbridge show. This is how these shows distinguish who paid, you know. So you always, you know, they put this stuff on you, and you know you gotta keep it on till the show's over. If not, they're not gonna know you had admission. Jesus Christ, I can never speak. So $650 is where I'm at, and that is about accurate to what I spent. I'm probably off by $10 or $20. I don't know why or how, but I think that is accurate to what I spent on just about everything in both shows, which for me is very cheap because normally I go well over $1,000. I probably would have did that if anybody had any Star Wars hot toy I would have wanted or something else. But like I said, I was gonna pay this one dude I know. He was gonna give me Chrome Dome and the Ace Duck and Mutagen Man. He had a price at I think $95, and he knocked the price down for me. And then he wanted $60 for Chrome Dome, and he said he would have did both for me for $125. So that $125 and the other $200 for the Snake Eyes would have put me at $325. So $325 and $650. That'd have been $975 right there. You know what I mean? Which would have still been under what I normally spend. And I think there was some other people that had some other stuff that I was looking at. Like this one guy had a Defiant Moments Ultimate Warrior from Mattel, like an entrance scene, but it was like the basic. He didn't have the elite body. If he did, I probably would have got it. He only wanted $20 for that. Then there was a couple of other items that other people had scattered around on Woodbridge too. So that all that stuff would have put me to like $1150. So $1150 versus $650 is a big difference. That's almost $600. That's almost a $600 difference. So I am extremely proud of myself. I'm learning to budget myself more because you know I am an impulsive buyer, but just because you're an impulsive buyer doesn't mean that you impulsively buy stuff that you don't need or want. There's a difference on things you need and things you want. Food is a necessity. That's something. Actually, food is necessary. A necessity is a vehicle, or this crap is a necessity. This is something you just choose to have. You know what I mean? So I don't need any of this stuff. But there's a difference on needing and wanting. You know, we want things. You know, you need water, you need food, you need showers, you need a shelter, you need clothing, you need to survive, you need a job, you need certain things to survive and keep you going until your eyes are closed forever. And then like, you know, being able to, you know, have a motorcycle, a scooter, a bike, a skateboard, a computer, a TV, a phone, cable. Those are necessities. Those aren't things that those are things you want, not things you need. So yeah. So I'm very very proud that I only spent $650 today, especially considering, if there was a couple of other books out there, I probably would have had Larry Hammer sign more stuff. And Keith Williams and another guy, I can't remember the other guy name, Bob something. Let me see. Their prices were the highest. As far as the actors that were there, their prices were kind of up there too. Like Joe Dugan, unfortunately, I didn't see nobody really at his spot. Chris Mulkey, nobody really neither. Brett Azar, he's a big dude. I did see he did have a good gathering. Mark Dobson, I don't know how good he did on his puppets, but I didn't really see nobody there neither. Pat Broderick, I didn't see Tim Clark, but I didn't really look for him. Bob Budansky, his prices were the highest out of everybody. But it says here, very first time, the legendary Bob Dabasky, a comic book writer, editor, and penciler. No wonder why his shit was so expensive. Bob is best known for his work on Marvel's Transformers and Ghost Rider comics. He also created the Marvel character. Oh, I didn't know. I wasn't really looking at this. The Marvel character Sleepwalker. And wrote all 33 issues of that comic book. Stop on by, Wayne. Wow. Oh, man. See, this is why sometimes you got to read the bios. And I was just so tired yesterday and I wasn't really paying no attention. Ray Lago, I did see him, but I have no idea who he really is. So I didn't really, if I don't really know nobody, I don't do the fake, hey, how you doing, just because they're famous. If I don't know you, I just keep moving. Jeff Brennan, same thing. But, of course, the man himself, Keith Williams, is here. We are super pleased to announce the spectacular and talented artist Keith Williams is coming back to New Jersey Comic Fest on the 27th, and he's a striking penciler and inkist, and of course best seen on iconic strips and comics including Phantom, Superman, and Web of Spider-Man, just to name a few. Stop on by. So yeah, he is extremely. He was actually coming in as we were standing there online, and he was like saying good morning to everybody, and I was like, "What's going on, brother?" And we both went like that to each other because I've seen him in a couple of shows over the years. James Dejan Bonavia, he was actually there too. He actually gave me a card for something that's going on the 21st of May. I think here in Jersey, it's I think it's like $50, but you get food, a comedy show, and wrestling. So I'll probably take my kids to that. I'll probably even ask my daughter if she want to come. That'll probably be something we'll just do that day. That'll be pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? Something new, something different. Maybe even my wife. Unfortunately, Mike Carbonaro wasn't there, but his boy was. It was pretty cool, man. There was a lot of people there. So that was pretty decent. I liked it. This was the second time out of the 5 times I've been to Wayne toy shows that I actually enjoyed myself. Because the first time, I went there a couple times and I was like, I ain't really going back there again. But the third time was, again, my boy Aaron. Actually, Kenny. Kenny put me on and told me, oh, Mythic Legion's going to be there. And I'm always looking at everybody on YouTube about how great they are. And these toys always have not only a huge following, but a real good, they're a real good investment. A lot of people don't collect toys as an investment unless they old stuff that go for crazy money from the gate. Like Hot Toys and statues, Sideshow, Iron Studio. I don't care what you think. Those are like more necessities. Those aren't like things that you should really, really count your blessings on thinking it's a toy investment. Some people do, but they're not. Having old original great condition Barbie, Ken, some G.I. Joe from the 60s and stuff like that. Some of those are investments because they're, if they're in great pristine condition. Like there are toys that are But the mass majority of all the stuff we collect and I have around me is just eye candy, nostalgia stuff. This is not an investment. You know, you want to invest in something, invest in Ethereum or Bitcoin like I do, shit like that. That's an investment. You know, stocks and 401k plan and jewelry. You know, something that really has, you know, that even if it goes down, it has to a way where you can still kind of like rise up and still make a little profit over what you put in. That's an investment. This shit here, like this stuff that I just showed y'all, that's not really an investment. That's just, you know, stuff that you could just resell and, you know, like it's billions of this shit walking around, whether it's packaged or unpackaged. You know what I mean? And I hate when people use the word, oh, it's a great investment. It's not. It's not. Because, you know, you're going to have more people out there that don't want it than do. You know what I mean? Especially, if it, you know, when it's something first come out, everybody and their grandmother wants it. But after a while, it gets stale. It just becomes another good-looking piece. And then somebody else comes out and does it better. That's why I stopped with the statues, and I haven't brought a hot toy. I think the last hot toy I purchased was, well, the last 1/6 scale stuff I purchased was at the last the last Woodbridge show, which was like, I think in October or something like that. And that was the 330 1/6 scale pieces, the Nemesis Prime, and then from the guy I was talking about, the G.I. Joe Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow from him that he gave me both of them. I think he only made like a $10-$20 profit off of me because I paid $150 each. It was $300 for the both, and then he actually cut me $20. It took him a while, but he cut $20 off, so I actually paid $180 for both. So anyway, nice talking to yous. Please like, sub, share, and subscribe. And to my boy Star Wars Mike, thanks anyway. And of course to Aaron, aka the Lego Legend, thanks for the other day reminding me of the show. Because without him, I would have never got this stuff signed. But again, Aaron, without your ass, stay in Philly. Because without you, Lego God, I would have $650 in my pocket. But if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have found the stuff that I got today anyway, because you know, Larry Hama is one of them guys that I really, really admire. I'm a big G.I. Joe and Transformer guy, so that right there meant a lot. And it's ironic because him and Rudy were the cheapest, and they're legends. You know what I mean? But you know, again, Tyler Main. That was phenomenal. You know, to be able to shake this guy's hand, you know, share a photo. You know what I mean? That was pretty dope. You know, I mean, you know, you never know when you're gonna come across somebody. You know, and I love the original X-Men movies. I really didn't like his character. I really didn't like the take of Hugh Jackman, even though I remember him from Swordfish, and I thought he was a good actor. But Wolverine is short. Wolverine's supposed to be under 5 feet tall, and he's supposed to be mad brolic. So the fact that, you know, they gave Hugh Jackman a guy that's like, what, 5'10", you know, the role, and, you know, I think when they start making these movies, I think actors should be just as jacked up as the comic book interpretation of their characters. That's just me. But, you know, over the years, a lot of these, you know, a lot of movies and stuff had gotten away with, you know, not having them bulky and big and, you know, cock diesel and stuff like that. And, you know, it is what it is. But, you know, I always thought Sabretooth, he had the height, and, you know, he was, I mean, even though Hugh Jackman is like, what, 5'10" or something like that. I know he's taller than 5'7". And of course, you know, Tyler Main being between 6'8", 6'10", there is a big difference. You know, there's a big difference. But it wasn't like a movie that was based. Now, I think if the movie was more based on him, on Hugh Jackman's Wolverine character and Tyler Maine's Sabretooth character, I think it would have panned out a lot better. Because that was cool. But then they also turned around and made Liev Schreiber, I think that's his name, Lev Schreiber, or Liev, or Lev, or whatever. He was in the movie with Brian Reynolds and Hugh Jackman when they did the Wolverine movie. And I'm pretty sure he's tall too. I don't know how tall he is, but you know, again, Tyler Main, it was a big difference. But again, and he was in pretty decent shape, you know, as far as muscularity goes. But again, I liked his character better as Michael Myers because he really didn't say much. Michael Myers was tall, and the stare and just the craziness of it was just ridiculous. And again, I love that movie. I love Rob Zombie's. And I didn't like Devil's Rejects too much, but I love the murder and just the darkness, and a person that really understood and took a horror movie to where a fucking horror movie and a supernatural serial killer should have been. And I think anybody that goes forward to making any retro movies redo, the whole point is they should be gory and disgusting and violent, evil and sadistic. That's why it's a fucking horror. And you know, when you look at Friday the 13th now, the original Friday the 13th movies, it's like a joke. It's like a comedy, and it's just like a joke when you watch it compared to like movies like Rob Zombie. I think Rob Zombie's Halloween just took violence to a whole nother level, because even after that, when they did the ones with Jamie Lee Curtis, it wasn't violent enough. It didn't have that. It just didn't have that violence and that, oh shit. Like, it really had you like the way he was breathing, and like it was just like the way they did it was just fuck. Rob Zombie just, I mean, this guy should do a lot more movies. I think they should let him do a lot of violent movies, man. He just takes it somewhere else. Like, I always thought Quentin Tarantino's stuff was just too comical. Like, he added the gore almost decent, but it was just like too comical on how he did it. And anyway, I am rearranging some stuff, and I've got rid of a lot of video game stuff because my plan is just to keep certain box stuff and a couple of games here and there, and then try to get boxes for those games. Those are my plans, and just keep everything boxed, and just display toys in here too. I would say it would be an overspill of my G.I. Joe Transformer room, but not really overspill because I don't plan on taking those toys and bringing them over here. This is going to be other stuff that I'm just going to have displayed until I decide if I'm going to get rid of that stuff or not as well. Anyways, almost time for me to go to bed. Thanks for watching this damn hour and a half long video of me talking jibber jabber. Peace.